Hello guys, welcome back to this channel, and today I'm going to show you how to design this stunning search bar. As you can see, when I put my mouse on it, when I hover on the search button, it extends itself and allows you to write inside of the input section. Okay, as you can see, can be able to type inside. So I'm going to show how to design this search bar, and don't forget to like, to comment if you have any question, any suggestion, and also to subscribe and to click on the notification in order to receive all the videos that we post on this channel. So let us start. Let me go to my Visual Studio Code. I created a folder and then opened it with Visual Studio. And inside my folder, I have two files. I have the HTML file, which is the index.html file, and then the style.css. Okay, and I have already linked my style.css files inside my HTML file. So the next thing I will need to do is to also insert the FontAsome script tag inside my HTML file. So I will quickly go on the internet. I have this page opened on W3 Schools where I can get a link, the script tag for the FontAsome. So FontAsome is actually a platform where you can use free icons simply by inserting this tag inside your HTML file, and then you are good to go to use some of the free icons that they provide. As you can read here in the description of W3 Schools, it says FontAsome 5 as a pro edition with 7,020 icons and a free edition with 1,535 icons. And this tutorial, okay, so this is actually the tutorial. Also, all you need to do is to insert the code, or you can go on FontAsome website and then register. They will give you, after registration, a code, your own code, where you can be able to insert into your HTML files and be able to use the icons. So now we already have our FontAsome here inside HTML file. So the next thing to do is to come inside the body and start writing the tags for our page. So I will say div, and the class will be equal to header text. And inside, I will just write search bar. Okay. So this search bar would be this text that we have here on top. Okay. And so after that, I will write another div. And inside that div, I will give it a class of search bar. So inside the div, I need to write the input tag. That will be type text, meaning that inside this input, we're going to write text inside, and the name of that input would be search bar, the placeholder. else will be, I'll just write search here. Okay. And I will also give it a class of search input. So these classes will be used when designing the CSS. And here I need to add my icon. So I want it to be a link to be clickable. I'll say I give the a tag, and class of that would be search icon. And href, I'll give this. And inside, I need to give the tag for the FontAsome. So that will be I and class FAS search. Yeah, I think this is the way it's supposed to be written. So I have the possibility of directly going inside the FontAsome website and copying. So I will just show you how you can get this tag directly from FontAsome, depending on the type of icon you are looking for. Okay, so here I'm going on FontAsome. And if I click on icons here, so I will search, write search. So if I write search, you see, and I click on the icons that are showing. So you see that in here, I have the HTML tag, you know, the I class, FAS, the class is FAS, FA search, okay? That's exactly what I wrote on. But so if you wanted a different icon, for example, you can quickly come on the website and click on the icon and then just copy and paste the HTML tag to inside your HTML file for your website. So this is it for the HTML part of my code. And if I just come and see how it looks on my browser. Okay, so this is how it looks on my browser. So this is search bar, and this is the input tag, and this is the icon, the FontAsome icon that I added. So now it's time for us to just add our CSS inside for this page. So for the CSS, we're going to start by styling the body of our let me say we're going to style our page, and inside I will give you the font family, but this one, okay, I'm just going to choose this, and after we will style the body. Inside the body, we will give it the margin of 0, and padding 0, and the background color will be I will take this color here. Okay, a little bit of red color, and that's it. So when I save it, if I come and refresh and see if it has taken effect, okay, yeah. So now we have our background, the background of our page, of our body is now, I don't know if this is pink or red. And after the body, what we need to style is, so let me look in HTML. We need to style the header text tag. Okay, this class header text. So I'll just come here, dot header text. And I will give it a position of absolute. And so I need it to be in the center. So I will say text align center. And I want it to come like from the top, so I want it to come like at this level of my body. So I need to give it a top of, let me say 30%. And so the font size also, font size, I would say, I want it to be big, say 70 pixels. And the font weight, I will say 600. And so I need to give color to the writing, the text. So the color will be black. So this is going to be a black color. Okay. I guess this is it. If I refresh, okay, so I need to add another, so here I'll give it the width of 100% and see what it's going to do. Okay, so now it's at the middle of our page, and I guess it's good for now. The next tag we need to style will be this class, the search input. No, I think it's the search bar. Okay. Yeah, search bar. So right search bar. And I will also, I wanted to show just below this text search bar here. So I need to give it a top as well, just like I did with the header text here. But as for this one, I will give it 50% top, and I'll also give it a left of 50%, I guess. And if I come and see how it looks, okay. I think I need to add a position of absolute as well. And okay, so position absolute, I will give it some height. I will say 60%. Background will also be black. And after the background, let me save this and see how it will show. Okay, so now because we gave it position absolute, now it's showing just below the search bar. So I need to add the border radius. Say 10 pixels. And padding 15 pixels. And I think that's it. Let me refresh. Oh, so I need to add a transform. Translate. Okay. So now we got it. So the border radius, we will change it to, let's say 50, and see how it looks. Okay. I think that's it. The next thing we need to style will be the search icon. And inside, let's give it the color, white color. Okay. And we will give it the font size of 20 pixels. So, its width will be, so we will give it the same width and height, just like the height of the search bar. So we'll give 60 pixels for the width, and the height as well will be 60 pixels. And so we want it to be round, so the border radius will be 50%. So that it's going to be like a rounded button, and its background background will be black, the same as this one, the search bar background. So we have it here. So I will just click on that. And so if I save this, I will see how it now looks. Okay. So that's how it looks. And after that, what I need to do, I would say that I want it to be displayed in the center of our search bar. So I'll say justify content center, and align items will also be center. So save it, click here. Now my internet is a bit slow. Okay. So I would say that I want to display flex, and I'll add some transition. Now it comes at the bottom. I want it to display on the right side of my bar, search bar. So what thing I can do is I'll force it to float on the right side. And let's see how it looks. Okay, so now it's on the right side of my search bar. And so that's actually it. The next thing I would want to style would be the search input, I guess. Where is it? Okay, yeah, search input, the class search input. So where I need to start, I don't want it to have a background color. So I will say background none. So it's not going to have a background. That means that it's going to be the background of the search bar, you know, that would definitely show inside my search input class. I also don't want to give a border so that it will be confused with the search bar color and border as well. No outline. Also say none. And since my icon, I forced it to float right, I want my search input to float left. Yeah, so that's how it's going to be. Make you float left. I don't want any padding. Let me say 5 pixels. I'll just put some padding to see how. So now if I refresh, this is how it looks. Okay, and I need to have the color of the writings. So when you write inside the search input, what would be the color of my text? I want it to be white since the background is dark. So would do it. I want it to be white so that we'll be able to clearly see what is being typed inside. And like I say, 18 pixels. And the line height, I'll give it 60 pixels. So I'll also add some transitions just to give some effect. So when I refresh, okay. So now, as you can see, I will need to add this effect that you can see on the screen here. Like when I click on it, you know, it's expanding. When I remove my mouse, now I just see the button, the icon, the search icon on the screen. So how I can do that is I just need to add the width here and give it 0 pixels. So the search input will have 0 pixels. If I say 0 pixels, that means that we will only be able to see the search icon. Okay, so that's it here. I need to reduce the padding, search bar padding here, give it 10 and see how it affects. And add border radius. And I need also to remove the 5 pixels here. I give it 0 pixels and see. Okay, so now it's round. So now I have given it the width of 0 pixels. So now you can see we are not able to see the search input anymore. We can only see the search icon, the search button in here. So now how can we do that when we hover on this button and make it be able to extend itself and then allow us to be able to type inside. What we are going to do is that we will say we use the hover CSS style. So we will say search bar, not hover. So that means that when we hover on the search bar, and we are going to give some styling when this happens for the search input. Okay. That means that when we put our mouse on the search bar on the screen, we want to style the search input this way, the way we're going to write the width, for example. We will say that we want to give it a width of 440 pixels. Okay. So now when we hover, the width is no longer going to be 0 pixels, but it's now going to be 440 pixels. And then we want to give the color. We will give a padding of 0 and 6 pixels. And we save this, refresh. Now when we click, as you can see, now when we hover, it extends itself, like the width of our input area now is extending itself. And we have also given it the padding, a certain padding that would also allow us to write inside the search input. I think the next thing, we can also style. When we hover, we want to style the search icon as well. So we say search bar, search icon. And for the search icon, we just want to give it a background color. We want to give it a white background. We just click on this. And then we want to give the icon the color, the red color, okay? So this color here, yeah. And when we save and come and refresh our page, okay, so now we have it. And what is actually, so we forgot to put the hover here. Now to make sure that when we hover, that the search icon will have the background of white and the color of the icon will have to be red. When I save and come back, yeah, now we have it. Now the background is white and the color is red. When we remove the mouse, now the background is black and the color of the icon is white, just as we specified here. The color is white and then the background is black, and here the background is white, the color is red. So that's basically it. Let me say, for example, if we removed this one, this tag, for example, you will see that instead of it expanding to the left and right at the same time, now it's going to, and if we refresh, now it's expanding to the right side because we removed the the transformed, how do you call it? The transform, yeah, this transform style. Okay, so if you remove it, you see that the search bar will only expand to the left, but when we add it, it is expanding to the left and to the right. And if I refresh, as you can see, now it's good to go. So that was it for this video, how to design a stunning search bar as this one just by using HTML and CSS. It's really simple. I hope the video has been informative, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you in the next video. Thanks a lot for viewing.